Hey witches, it's Lee and this is Do Magical Thing, and I've got a bit of a pared back video for you this week, and there isn't any magical thing to do because a lot of you have already done a very, very magical thing. Now, I was doing a rune reading for my dear friend Jihei, and I was just about to send it over, and I went to turn on my laptop and there was a funny noise, some lights that came on and off, and a blank screen. And you can imagine the kind of words that were going through my head at that point. You know, I was thinking to myself, my files are on there, the intro and outro to the channel is on there, you know, photos and all sorts of things, you know, that aren't channel related as well. And so I said to Jihei, I said, look, I'm going to get you this rune reading, but my laptop's just died, so, you know, bear with me and I will get it to you. Very simply, in reply, they said, I'll fundraise you a new one. And, you know, when someone says something like that, you don't, you know, part of you is like, nah, do you know what I mean? For someone else to take the time and effort to create something, to, you know, to give their own resources to you, you know, it just seems a little bit unreal, really. But quick as a flash, they started the fundraiser. They donated something themselves. They shared it in the witch group that I have been in for, you know, years now and help moderate, and is full of talented, you know, smart, funny witches, and as it turns out, you know, very generous witches too. You know, over the years in the group, we've supported, you know, various people, and I didn't really think I would ever, you know, be on the receiving end. I didn't think how or what I would need. And it's funny with something like a laptop because it feels like a luxury, really. But I think, you know, in the sort of modern times that we're in, a laptop has become really a tool, and it's you know, it's definitely that for me to create the channel, to create the thumbnails and the videos themselves, and to, you know, for the sounds and everything like that. Everything needs something that can put that all together. And so, yeah, so I felt like, you know, surely people won't donate because it feels so frivolous in a way, even though it is so essential to me. But sure enough, you know, overnight, because I'm on UK time, Jihei's on US time, and I woke up in the morning, there were, you know, it was crazy. There were hundreds of dollars in there. And, you know, it amazes me because, you know, obviously it's a really tough time for everybody, and it's a time when there's a lot of uncertainty. But the people, you know, the words that they shared, you know, and that, you know, Jihei put in the first instance on the GoFundMe, people who, you know, just give so much encouragement and so much love to the channel and to me. And I guess I kind of didn't realise that was that was really, you know, out there. People comment, and you know, anyone, you know, if you comment or you like or you subscribe or, you know, you share anything, you're very important to me, you know. And people say this all the time on YouTube, don't they? They say, oh, you know, each and every one of you matters, but each and every one of you does matter, you know. You do make a difference. And everyone who commented or shared or liked or reacted or, you know, donated, you know, I understand people can't always give monetary donations, but they can donate, you know, responses, bumping up the post and things like that. And so everybody, you know, everybody counts, to the point where we hit the goal. We hit the goal in about a week, I think it was. And, you know, people gave some crazy amounts, and what's really lovely is that if people can, they do. And that's definitely been, you know, proven to me. I think that what it's really given me is just a moment to be a little bit in awe and to be very grateful for the community, for the Witchcraft community, and for, you know, community on YouTube and on Facebook, on Instagram, everybody who is, you know, is on there and interacts. And, you know, some of you I've never met, you know, a fair few of you I've never met, and yet you give me something so precious of yours. It just, it feels, it feels very humbling, I think, and humbling, and I feel like it hasn't really kind of sunk in a way, because it kind of doesn't feel real almost, but I've got a laptop in mind that will be very, you know, it's a powerful one. It's something that is, because of all the fundraising, because of the kind and generous donations, I can get something that's going to last me for, you know, some time now, and it's something that is going to be able to handle the editing, because the old laptop, I mean, it was kind of on its way out, and it was, you know, struggling with things, and it was, it was probably past its time quite a few years ago. So because of you, I'll be able to get something that will actually allow me to keep creating the content. And I know that through your donations, you know, you have helped this channel continue, and it's a channel that you know, it's been a long time coming. With Do the Magical Thing, it started out as a page, and I did the odd live, and you can probably still find them on the Facebook page many moons ago. And I was kind of testing the waters on Facebook, because I thought, you know what, this is my particular style of witchcraft. I don't know whether other people are really going to dig it, and you know, people responded, and I think with Facebook, it's something that's quite good for sort of the memes and things like that, and so it, you know, the page really became kind of more about memes and things. And I knew that I wanted to get into YouTube at some point, but it's a daunting thing, you know, to create something and to put information out there. That's the thing, you know, there's a responsibility when you're putting information out there to have it be, you know, accurate, or if it's your opinion, to be an informed opinion. So it took me some time to build up the courage to get on YouTube. And, you know, the page hit 10,000 likes, and at that point I thought, you know, what are you waiting for? You keep putting this off. And so I started the channel, and you know, and with the channel, it started off with 5 likes. I think 3 of those were family, you know, as it always is with anyone who has a project, you know, family and friends, they get in there, and then it just grew and grew, and now we're on, you know, we're in the 300s, which is just unreal, considering it was, I think it was January time that we started it, the channel. So, you know, it's one of those things that's felt like felt surreal in a way, because putting the videos out there and actually being, you know, it's difficult to sort of let go of something you create in a way and put it out there, but the response from, you know, you and from your comments is just something that really amazes me. And I think I kind of need to accept that, you know, that you guys, you know, like what I do, and that you want more of it. And that's the reason, you know, a fair few people donated, is because you want more. And that's really something that I hold as a you know, as something that is a responsibility that I will take seriously, but also in a fun way, because that's just you know, who I am. And I think you guys know that I don't take life or the craft too seriously, because I think that leads to fundamentalism and things like that. But I know that through your donations and through you allowing this journey, if you like, you know, that overused term, but from you feeding back and interacting as much as you have done, you know, with the channel and with the comments. You know, I really wasn't expecting people to comment as much as they have done, and to like and share it. You know, a lot of you share this in various groups, and really that's where the channel gets, you know, its exposure is from you folks sharing it, and from subscribing, and from liking and commenting and all that kind of stuff. So the channel is really something that is hopefully a community, and building a community for people who aren't on that kind of traditional or the sort of mainstream witchy path, as I said in the channel trailer, which I'll update with when I get the new laptop. But this is a channel for people who perhaps are underrepresented, I think is the better word, or the actual word. And it's somewhere that I want to be a haven for you to come for some good sense, some, good humour, and for something that actually gets you doing the magical thing. So with the channel, I'm looking at getting things more regular, 2 weeks or a video every 2 weeks is really the best way, I think, to do it, because it allows me time to really put some thought and to get my research done properly for each topic. And I think, with Instagram, I used to do Witch Quote of the Week and Runesday Wednesday. The reality is with the channel, it's something that requires more attention, and so Witch Quote of the Week is going to become Witch Quote of the Month, and Runesday Wednesday, I've got to finish a couple of runes off, and then we've covered the Futh arc, and then it will be a case of a rune of the day perhaps on Wednesday and things like that. But I'm hoping to give more content and places, and with Facebook, it's going to go, I think I've sort of, with the Facebook page, kind of got stuck with the meme sort of things, but I'm going to be both the page and the Instagram page are going to be a bit more personal, a bit more hopefully informative rather than just funny. But obviously there'll be a mix of things, because I want to give you good stuff, and I want to be true, and I want this to be meaningful, and so I want to be a bit more regular there. And I'm exploring Twitter. I've been speaking with a friend, and they were saying about Twitter, and it's something that I've been meaning to sort of play with a little bit. So so going forward, the channel, the page, Facebook, it's going to be something that will hopefully give you lots of witchy ideas and content, and a bit of a laugh, all that sort of stuff. And the thing to know is that you've helped that happen. And not only the people who donated, as I say, but everybody. And, family. I've got some fantastically supportive family who have helped and donated themselves, but just through their encouragement and through their, listening and giving feedback, they've really helped. And it's a thing, isn't it? Because there's so many witches out there. There's so many people out there who are creating content. And I hope that, what I can do for you is give you something that balances that theory and practical, that makes you feel confident. And what's been really lovely is having people feedback to me that, and feedback the fact that they feel like they can do it now. They can get into witchcraft, because for me, witchcraft shouldn't be something that's inaccessible and hidden away from in some kind of secretive sort of way. It needs to be something that is available, and something that people, even if something's available, it doesn't mean everyone will take it up, does it? If something's available, people still need to make the effort to learn and to do it. So I don't think having something hidden really benefits people. Obviously there's privacy and there's secrecy. I think they're two different things. But I'm hoping that the accessibility to witchcraft knowledge is going to, be broader as we explore, other platforms, and, continue going forward with the channel. And I'm hoping that I can still, carve that space out for non-binary and non-theist witches, and really everybody who wants to get some solid information that you can actually use. This is, really going to be the channel for you. So a bit of a, as I say, a bit of a pared back video. I'm working on different topics while I haven't got the laptop, and making notes, reading as usual. So you can be sure that I've got some more content coming for you. And I don't really know how how I can thank some of you other than continuing and carrying on. And you've really helped me in a time when, working in healthcare during a pandemic and, having all that pressure, and obviously, with mental health, mental health's a thing. So with all of that, things were weighing a little heavy, and then this happened, which could have been a right disaster, but you really, turned it around for me. So thank you, Jihei. Thank you, everybody who donated, and thank you, my wife, for the support and for her continued patience with my witchy ways and my generally erratic ways with my concentration and everything like that. So it's been a real humbling, heartwarming, and it's been a blessing. Health and wealth.
I think they sneezed and I was like, no.